Close today, about 5 off the front. A length and a half, Salieri Sun from Brutambo. Then Pura Park, 2 to Bob. 4 further back, Lake Thor, Ricochet Rhythm. 4 or 5 further back, Best Endeavours. And Sunapper's about 8 lengths away last of all. Heading towards the 1600-metre fences, and Burrowy Lord over the first of the double, jumped it well. They're all jumping well. Burrowy Lord about 2.5 to 3 in front. Over the next one now from its Bush Ranger, 2 to Body Edition. 1 to Ambitious Return. Up on the outside of it, Cole Reason. He's very close today, Cole Reason. 2 lengths to Tal Disco, 3 to Salieri Sun from Bob, then Brutambo from Pura Park, Lake Thor, Ricochet Rhythm, 5 further back, Best Endeavours, and Forget Sunapper.
Correct weight, Gold Coast.
Still back from where they started, over the double they go, and over it in front now, and it's Burrowy Lord landing about 2.5 to its Bush Ranger, coming up to complete the second of the double. Burrowy Lord jumped it well, 3 to its Bush Ranger, 3 further back, then Ambitious Return, 2 then to Cole Reason, about 5 off the front as they come down the hill, 3 lengths Body Edition, Tal Disco the rail, 5 Salieri Sun, 2 to Lake Thor, 2 further back is Bob, a gap Ricochet Rhythm, Pura Park, Best Endeavour starting a run but 20 lengths off the front, a gap then to Brutambo, and further back then Sunapper. 3 fences out now, and the leader Burrowy Lord. The New Zealander, its Bush Ranger, is on the outside, looming up quickly, and coming up to the third last, they're 4 lengths to Ambitious Return and Cole Reason, and Tal Disco's plugging home fairly well. Its Bush Ranger's gone to Burrowy Lord, he lost the rider. The rider's off on Burrowy Lord, and its Bush Ranger's left about 6 in front. Tal Disco after him, coming to the second last. The leader, its Bush Ranger, jumped it well, landed about 6 lengths in front. Bob's down. Bob crashed to the second last, and the favourite, its Bush Ranger's gone out about 8 lengths in front of Tal Disco. Ricochet Rhythm, the Greys, come home well from Salieri Sun. The leader is its Bush Ranger, heading towards the last fence. He heads out towards this fence now, nicely clear. Here he comes to it, cuts back, goes over it, scrambled over it, 3 to Ricochet Rhythm, going to him quickly. Then Tal Disco, the riderless horse between them. Ricochet Rhythm's picked up the leader, its Bush Ranger. The riderless horse between them, and then Tal Disco down the outside. Ricochet Rhythm got clear, holding Tal Disco and its Bush Ranger at bay, and Ricochet Rhythm is going to win the Australian Steeple. Ricochet Rhythm wins at about 5 lengths. Its Bush Ranger second, just ahead of Tal Disco. A long gap in the race, Salieri Sun, Cole Reason, Lake Thor. Best Endeavours picked up a few, then Body Edition, Ambitious Return, Sunapper, further back Pura Park. Brutambo just coming in. Now let's have a look over here at the second last. Burrowy Lord somersaulted.
Number 9, Ricochet Rhythm, 17.60, 4.60, 3 its Bush Ranger, 1.80, 7 Tal Disco at $2.30.
9 Ricochet Rhythm, Super Tab, 14.90, 3.80, 3 its Bush Ranger to pay 1.70, 7 Tal Disco to return 2.80. Please note.
Although he's beaten for speed in the early part, going quickly, High Commander and Après La Guerre out of the pack, going up in search of the lead. Prince Patrick's to third on the outside, followed by Cunning Kick and then Planet Zam, Gems Quality. Metal Dust is improving up and on the inside, going through to be 5th now. Jetting away, caught a little wide with Leader Man. Next on the rails is Galopin, followed then by picking up a bit of ground is Just Gus on the outside. Limousine is well back in the field, then Rocky Horror, Prior Planning, Roy Boy, and Cyberitis last of all. Into the first bend and heading down the side now. There's plenty of pressure on up front. Après La Guerre, the inside, and Prince Patrick, they're the joint leaders. 2 in front of High Commander. Cunning Kick is running third, jetting away, improving 3 wide to be 5th. Followed then by Metal Dust, who's over on the inside. Planet Zam is a little wide, then Leader Man. Roy Boy scouting wide on the home turn with Cyberite and Rocky Horror. Just Gus has drifted well back in the field. Heading for the judge now, 400 metres to go. Cunning Kick moved up quickly on the outside. Cunning Kick has gone to the lead, leads by a half length on Après La Guerre. High Commander, Metal Dust just behind them. Jetting away, coming to the outside and coming into it. Cunning Kick is just in front. Après La Guerre is kicking again on the inside. Cunning Kick a half length in front of Après La Guerre. Metal Dust trying hard on the outside, but as Cunning Kick in front, getting close to home, and he's going to get the money. Cunning Kick first by a length and a half. Metal Dust second. Prior Planning, making up plenty of ground, got third. Followed in by Après La Guerre, High Commander, and Just Gus, then Roy Boy, Galopin. Jetting away was next, and then Limousine, Leader Man. For the back, Gems Quality, Rocky Horror, and the last few over the line were Planet Zam, Cyberite, and Prince Patrick.
8 Cunning Kick, 18.10 and 5.20, 2 Metal Dust, 2.80, 3 Prior Planning, $4.80.
Super Tab, 8 Cunning Kick, 1995, 22 Metal Dust, 320, 3 Prior Planning, $5.50. Repeating correct weight on the previous in Melbourne. That next Melbourne, the scratchings are 11 and 12, and the selections are 2 from 3 and...
So now there they go. Airs and Graces from the inside was best to begin. Babu's Boys having a shot for the lead now and getting there. Lord Mariachi is travelling the third, and wider out is Vegas. About 3 lengths further back comes the favourite King Midas, and Vivash close up on the inside of the favourite. Down the back, 1,200 metres to go, and Babu's Boy goes to the front for Andrew Gibbons. A break of about a length now as Vegas travels second. A length away, third, Airs and Graces. A little more than 1 to Lord Mariachi. 2 lengths further back is King Midas. Oh, he's over racing the favourite. He's pulling and reefing, giving Beedman a very hard ride, and Vivash slipping through on his inside. As they race on towards the 800 marker here, the speed slows noticeably, and it's Babu's Boy out about a length on as Vegas. So Beedman not happy with the speed on King Midas, surges the favourite around the outside. Good thinking, and down to the 650. King Midas opens up a length and 3/4 Babu's Boy. 2 lengths away, third is Lord Mariachi, followed by as Vegas. When they sprinted, he certainly couldn't, from Airs and Graces and Absolute Vivash. King Midas will be first around the bend, a length and a half on Babu's Boy. Third is Lord Mariachi, followed by Airs and Graces, trying to get between Lord Mariachi and Babu's Boy, and was disappointed. At the 220, and it's King Midas in front. Babu's Boy's having another shot at him. 2 lengths to Lord Mariachi, and then Airs and Graces. King Midas the inside, and Babu's Boy. Babu's Boy's got his head in front of King Midas, clear of Airs and Graces, and Babu's Boy's going to win. It's Babu's Boy drawing clear on the line and wins 3/4 King Midas. Third posse to Airs and Graces from Lord Mariachi as Vegas, and Vivash was tailed off.
On the Super Tab there, number 3, Babu's Boy, 410 to even, 2 King Midas, 140, no third for 1.
He slowed them up. And then it didn't suit Beedman on King Midas, who started to pull and reef, and he had no other alternative really than to do what he did, Darren. And again, he was left a sitting shot for Babu's Boy, who has paid in New South Wales 370 and 210. Number 2, King Midas, has paid 180 and no third for number 1, Airs and Graces.
Flew out of the gates over. Flew out of the gates over on the inside, bounced a length in front here from National Law, blazing home top guy. Royal Snack further back in the race. Shadrock now ridden forward now, followed by Indy Raj, and then Unsolved, followed by Blue Sun, Change of Fortune last of all. Down by the judge, 1950 to go. Nick on the run in front now from National Law up second, a length into Shadrock from top guy. 2 further back, blazing home, Royal Snack from Indy Raj outside Unsolved, and then Blue Sun. Last of all, going out of the straight now is Change of Fortune. To the side of the track they go. Nick on the run in front. Shadrock moving up on the outside of him at the 1600. Trying to get up on the bit a little, Shadrock on the outside of this leader. 2 further back, National Law, and a couple of lengths to Royal Snack. Over on the fence is top guy. 2.5 Unsolved, blazing home. 2 further back, Indirage. 2 lengths to the grey Blue Sun, and 3 last of all, Change of Fortune. 1350 out. They back the speed off in front here, and Royal Snack is pulling his way up to the front now on the outside, the old fella. Royal Snack goes up to join Shadrock and Nick on the run, and 2.5 to National Law fourth. 2 lengths further back, top guy, a length and a half Unsolved. 2 further back, blazing home. Indy Raj outside it. 3 to Blue Sun and 3 to Change of Fortune. Royal Snack has caught 3 out on the outside of Shadrock, and Nick on the run on the fence of the 1,000. He's got it to come back a little now, Royal Snack, and Shadrock and Nick on the run lead him a length and a half. Royal Snack third. 1.5 National Laws had a good run. 2 to top guy, 1 to Unsolved. 2 lengths to Indy Raj is going to track up behind Unsolved on the fence, blazing home. 2 to Blue Sun, and last of all, Change of Fortune. Pace has been pretty good off the back as they race towards the 750 metre mark now, and it's Nick on the run just in front. National Law letting go quickly. National Law a long way from home has rounded up the leader now, and he's raced to the front from Nick on the run. Then Shadrock and 2 to Unsolved, and further back then came Royal Snack. Indy Raj is going to give them about 10 lengths turning for home, and he's gone for home on National Law. 400 to go, skipped away about 4 in front, blazing home making ground on the fence. Unsolved out in the middle now from Indy Raj, and then Blue Sun down the outside. National Law at the 200, 3 in front. Unsolved picking him back from Indy Raj. National Law the leader, 2 lengths in front. Indy Raj coming after him with Change of Fortune. Indy Raj getting up to National Law. Change of Fortune wider out. Indy Raj hit the front from Change of Fortune. Indy Raj for the money. Indy Raj 3/4 on the line. Change of Fortune. Third in the race would have been Unsolved, though he took up a mile before acceptances on National Law. It ran fourth. A gap in the race, Blue Sun. Then blazing home. Further back in the race, top guy Shadrock. Just coming in, Royal Snack, and last of all, Nick on the Run.
2 Indiraj, 370, 150, 10 change of fortune, 320, 4 unsold, $4.70.
On the Super Tab, number 2, Indiraj to pay $4.150. Number 10, Change of Fortune to pay $3.40, and 4 unsolved to pay $4 even. 192 treble, $1,083.60. Here's Michael Heath at the Canberra Racecourse.
Racing this time, It's My Sin began fairly out wide. Amber began very smartly. Timeless Wins is showing plenty of speed. She's driving through in the centre to be the leader, and Belle Reeve nice and handy to them. Quizas is trapped out on a limb in the early stages. Then Glitzy and Direct Attack. Jules Zipper is wide. Bet Big is next on the outside. In between horses there is Let's Rendezvous, Glitzy and Misfortune, Little Bird, Rossetti Gold. Balsalieri is getting back, and Corundum Star last of all. It doesn't look as though there's much speed on. And heading into the first bend at the 850, It's My Sin just in front of Quizas. Jules Zipper trapped wide. Timeless Wins is perfectly placed in the centre, fourth, racing on the outside of Direct Attack. A length further back to Amber, who's 3 deep at the moment, followed by Misfortune, Let's Rendezvous, and Belle Reeve in the centre. Little Bird is next on the inside, 1 to Glitzy. Further back is Rossetti Gold, Balsalieri, Bet Big, and Corundum Star. On the home turn, 450 metres left to go. It's My Sin is the neck in front, Quizas second, Jules Zipper third. Timeless Wins sitting there waiting to have the last crack at them. Direct Attack is angling for a run on the inside, and there's one there if she's good enough. Amber pulled out wide is running on. Timeless Wind is coming after this leader. It's Timeless Winds moving up on the outside of Quizas. Quizas is going to give her a bit of a race. Timeless Winds on the outside just in front of Quizas. Amber to third. Timeless Winds in front, drawing clear of Quizas in the run home, and Timeless Winds 1.5 length. Quizas second, Amber third, then Direct Attack and Belle Reeve, followed by It's My Sin, Little Bird, then Rossetti Gold and Glitzy, Corundum Star, Balsalieri, Let's Rendezvous, Misfortune. Bet Big was well back in the field, and Jules Zipper one of the last home.
Number 1, Timeless Wins, 260 and 150. 4 Quizas, 240 and 2 Amber, $1.70.
Still no minus, Canberra. Still 4 in to develop print there at Canberra. Race number 5, Brisbane over the line. 1 Timeless Wins, 250, 130. Number 4, Quizas to return 320, and 2 Amber to pay 170. Update time for the next.
Racing this time at Al Man's Joy, the tote favourite in New South Wales, was last to leave the machine, and Balmaria and Sardaf, the 2 early leaders from Wilkes Hope and Recalcitrance. March C is trying to get somewhere near the rails. 1.5 lengths into Point Nelson, Omar Zam. 1.25 lengths further back in the field is Sweet Lucy, King Kahuna second last, and 1/2 the inside to Al Man's Joy. 9.50 left to go, and Wilkes Hope races to the lead about 1.25 lengths now. March to the C second, ahead in on the inside, Balmaria. Point Nelson wide out from Recalcitrance, Sardaf, and then Sweet Lucy, King Kahuna. Second last is Al Man's Joy, and close up on the inside being the grey Omar Zam as they race in the direction of the 600 marker, and Wilkes Hope from the bush leads the way. 1.25 lengths on March to the Sea, Balmaria third, and fourth Point Nelson. 1.75 lengths to Recalcitrance, Sweet Lucy, Sardaf, Omar Zam in company with King Kahuna and Al Man's Joy to the outside. Into the straight they travel, and Wilkes Hope almost joined by March to the Sea, Point Nelson the third. Balmaria now hooking around the 2 leaders. Sweet Lucy putting in her claim, and Al Man's Joy is right down the outside. 200 to run. March to the Sea. Wilkes Hope grabbed by Sweet Lucy. Balmaria won't run on, and then Al Man's Joy is knuckling down to the work. Sweet Lucy in front. Al Man's Joy stride by stride, getting Lucy out. Al Man's Joy beat Sweet Lucy. March to the Sea third from Recalcitrance. Omar Zam, and then Wilkes Hope, King Kahuna, Balmaria, Point Nelson, and Sardaf was last.
Successful for Al Man's Joy, 420, 170. Number 8, Sweet Lucy to return 370. 2 March to the Sea, $2.10. Daily double on 9 and 4 to return $249.
It'll pay 4.10. A number 2 in the third spot, March to the Sea, L. Beasley, $2.20. The winner trained here by Evan Holland. For himself, Miss S.I. Holland, Mr. and Mrs. W.R. Haseman, W. Beale and W.J. Aitkenhead, Billy Aitkenhead by Manshood from Elaine's George Bay Gelding 4. And Jamie Innes aboard. Sweet Lucy second, number 8 by Opera Prince from Badger Lease, a chestnut mare 5, Arthur Howlett, Goulburn, John Marshall. Number 2, March to the Sea, third Bay Gelding, 4 Rancho Ruler, Georgian Gold, K. Jordan, L. Beasley. Fourth went to number 1, Recalcitrance. Last out, but given plenty of time to settle down by Jamie Innes. He rode it very patiently, very well, brought with a nice timed run at Al Man's Joy, overhauling Sweet Lucy within the shadows of the post, has clocked 120.9. 120.19, 35.21. New South
Muzak number 3.
Broke out in a good line too. Royal Rubiton, Coal Tar bounced quickly. Grand Bay going forward up on the outside. Behind those, Blessed with Reason. Hong Kwok Star from Avalon Ferry. French Halo further back in the race. Another excuse when they settled from Bowl Baron, who had to ease back. And last of all, around and over. Off the back, Grand Bay went to the front. He eases back on Coal Tar. Grand Bay in front now from Bowl Baron outside Royal Rubiton. A length into Avalon Ferry. Fifth just behind those in the race would have been Coal Tar. Another excuse outside it from Hong Kwok Star. Two to French Halo. They're followed by Around and Over, and two last of all to Bowl Barrett. Off the back and Grand Bay in front of the 600-metre mark. A length and a half in front. Up on the outside, running second now is Blessed with Reason. They're followed by Royal Rubiton. Two further back, Avalon Ferry when they turn for home from Coal Tar, and another excuse. Into the straight they come. Grand Bay slipped away, 2.5 Royal Rubiton, who's after him now. 2 lengths further back in the race, Blessed with Reason. They're followed by Coal Tar under some pressure, and Hong Kwok Star up the middle from Avalon Ferry. Royal Rubiton going up to Grand Bay. They're fighting it out with 180 metres to go. Royal Rubiton, hands and heels, got the upper hand, draws away from Grand Bay. Hong Kwok Star safely to third, but Royal Rubiton draws away. Royal Rubiton to win 2.5 to 3 lengths Grand Bay. 3 away third, Hong Kwok Star, a gap Coal Tar. Another excuse, and then Avalon Ferry. Further back in the race, then at the head of the others would have been Blessed with Reason from Bowl Baron. Further back then came all Around and Over, and French Halo was back at the tail.
2 Royal Rubiton, 15.90 the win, 3.50 the place. 3 Grand Bay, 2.20, 7 Hong Kwok Star, $1.80.
2 Royal Rubiton, 16.20, 3.70. Number 3 Grand Bay to pay $2.50, and 7 Hong Kwok Star to pay $1.80. As we go out to the Canberra Racecourse once again, here's Michael Heath.
The Optus World Fishwick Cup. Now Muzak to complete the line. They're all in. Now the line is set. The big one of the day. They're under starters' orders. Lighters on. Set. Racing in the Optus World Fishwick Winter Cup for 97, a good start. Montana Pearl, Sober Comet and Mighty Oigle got away well. Noble Dana's prominent. Further out was Midnight Phantom, followed then by Music out wide, going up further back behind those Capital Call. Willow's Rhythm, then No Regret, and Omeo misses last of all as they make the turn out of the straight. They've got about 1,600 to go. Noble Dane down towards the inside is the leader. Music has caught very wide. Montana Pearl is prominent, so too is Midnight Phantom. Sober Comet on the rails. In behind those, No Regret, followed by Capital Call. Mighty Oigle settling down third last on the inside of Willow's Rhythm, and about 2 behind those, Omeo Miss at the tail as they sweep down the back inside the 1,400, and Noble Dane is the leader, going up wide. Music's 3 wide. Over towards the inside, Montana Pearl, followed then by Sober Comet and Midnight Phantom in those prominent yellow colours together. A length or so behind those, No Regret, Capital Calls on the outside. A length behind those, Willow's Rhythm, followed by Mighty Oigle, and about 2 or 3 then Omeo Miss at the tail of the field. Racing towards the next turn, they've got about 9.50 to go. Noble Dane is the leader. A length Montana Pearl, a neck off third on the outside, Muzak. In behind those, Sober Comet, followed further back then, No Regret. Getting up along the inside, Mighty Oigle out wide on the track there was Willow's Rhythm. Now Midnight Phantom's dropping out of it. Capital Call is back third last, and Omeo Miss at the tail. Down the side, 700 metres to go, and the leader was Noble Dane. Montana Pearl is getting up along the outside now, and further out in the track was Muzak, followed by Sober Comet. Back behind those, No Regret, getting right up along the inside. Then Willow's Rhythm, a break behind those, Mighty Oigle. Well back was Omeo Miss, followed by Capital Call, and Midnight Phantom's had enough, but around the turn, and again they're fanning very wide. It's Montana Pearl, taken on now by Sober Comet, the widest runner. In behind those then, No Regret, followed further back in the field, then Omeo Miss, and Mighty Oigle down towards the inside as they race down with about 300 to go. It's No Regret, taken on by Sober Comet out wide. Just behind those, Montana Pearl. Omeo Miss is coming with a run, and the next one was Capital Call. It's Omeo Miss and No Regret. They're drawing clear. Omeo Miss and No Regret, they're going stride for stride. Omeo Miss put the head in front, and Omeo Miss has won the cup. Now second, No Regret, close for third, Montana Pearl or Sober Comet. In behind those then, Willow's Rhythm. Further back in the field, Capital Call, followed by Noble Dane. Mighty Oigle well back. Muzak second last, and Midnight Phantom was last. Omeo Miss, you'll find, has taken out the cup, ridden by Greg Farrer in a driving finish to the line. Started at good odds, Omeo Miss, trained by Gail Lodge at Yass, and is raced by H.H. Barber and Mrs. Gail Lodge in partnership. A 6-year-old chestnut mare by Ptolomeo out of Swan Mist and ridden by Greg Farrer. Now 4, No Regret, Ray Silburn second. The winner has scored by about a neck or so at the finish, in a driving finish. No Regret, trained by Wayne Davey and Ray Silburn. Close for third, we had Montana Pearl and Sober Comet. Now the time for the race, 2:13.12. You'll find that the Optus World Winter Cup has been taken out by Omeo Miss, beating No Regret, and a photo for third. More in a moment.
Thanks, Tony. Just about ready. Brisbane, Perth follows the third.
Glen seemed to hesitate near the inside, may have missed it a half length or so. Graffiti Boy began brilliantly today. He's got his nose in front as they link up with the course proper. Maggie Mac, Air of Success going quickly. Cloning Stone and Diamonds and Dashing Glen through to about fifth on the inside. Wonder Answers down, then Cutterbash. Mr. Goblin, Sir Darrell drifting back in the field. Cool Baron next on the inside. Bay Woolers getting back in the field with Cam's Rogue over on the inside of Starguest and Secret Meetings at the rear. Running along the back and heading up onto the top bend, 850 metres left to go. And it's Maggie Mac by a half length. Graffiti Boy sitting up pretty. Second on the outside. Dashing Glen has won away third on the inside of Stone and Diamonds a bit wide. An Air of Success in the centre. Answers down just behind them on the inside of Cloning. Then Cutterbash, Mr. Goblin, Sir Darrell. Cool Baron is on the inside. Wonder Star, Guess, then Bay Wooler, Cam's Rogue. And last of all, Secret Meeting coming to the home turn. 400 metres left to go. Maggie Mac joined by Graffiti Boy on the outside. It's Graffiti Boy going to the lead now. Graffiti Boy almost a length in front of Maggie Mac. Dashing Glen into the clear to third. Then Air of Success on the outside. Stone and Diamonds, Cutterbash and Answers down. Graffiti Boy's in front. 200 metres to go. He broke away a length and a half clear. Answers down, trying hard and coming after the leader quickly now. Graffiti Boy a half length in front. Answers down, going to him on the outside. Graffiti Boy, Answers down. Answers down. Yes, Answers down. Answers down. Just got him on the line. Answers down first. He's beaten the favourite Graffiti Boy in third. Starguest or Cool Baron. Up close Cam's Rogue. Then Maggie Mac, followed in by Cutterbash. Secret Meeting was the next one home, and then Dashing Glen. Further back, Air of Success, Cloning Bay Wooler, Stone and Diamonds, Sir Darrell, and Mr. Goblin, the last one over the 9.
17, the winner. Answers down. 18.30 the win and $5.40 the place. 11, Graffiti Boy, $1.80 for third. We have 3, Cool Baron at $4.40. The other one being 14, Starguest at $3.40.
17, Answers down, 19.50 and 5.40. Number 11, Graffiti Boy to pay 180, and those for third, 14 Starguest at 3.70. Our number 3, Cool Baron to pay $4.50. Okay, Perth coming up shortly. That will be followed by the next on the program in...
And away they go. Fear Nor, one of the best to jump away. Commencing well was chanted, then Smart Version and Mac and Me, followed by LA Bandit and Kingstown. Meccano getting across pretty well, and the gap to Diabolical. Now Smart Version drifting back a little from Zamigo Hagman. Ultimate Power and Truly Halo, and a break then to Candy Tough. Our Mr. Kinman, Lucky to Be. And Ballater is the tail ender as they go up past the 1600 and sweep into the first corner, and Fear Nor shows the way. About a half length on Chanted. LA Bandit moves up into third position, not for long. Meccano sweeping into that spot now. LA Bandit fourth, and Mac and Me is fifth. 3 lengths to Kingstown, a further 3 Zamigo. A length Ultimate Power, Smart Version, Diabolical. Hagman, and then comes Truly Halo, Candy Tough, Lucky to Be, Ballater. And our Mr. Kinman is last and must be 15 lengths from Chanted, who leads clearly from Fear Nor now. And down towards the 1100, Chanted a length Fear Nor, third LA Bandit. Meccano fourth, and Mac and Me fifth. 2.5 to Kingstown, a break then of 2 to Zamigo. A length further back past the 1,000, Diabolical around Smart Version. Ultimate Power is wide out. A gap to Hagman, Candy Tough, and then Truly Halo, Lucky to Be, Ballater, and still Absolute as our Mr. Kinman as they sweep to the 800, and Chanted leads the way. He's nearly 2 lengths on Fear Nor. Meccano third, then LA Bandit. A length then to Kingstown, wider out, closely followed by Lucky to Be. Smart Versions, Amigo, Diabolical, Ultimate Power, Hagman, and then comes Candy Tough. A length and a half then to Fear Nor, well back in the field as they race up to the home corner, and with about 400 left to run, it's Chanted, the boy going for home, and the country horse straightens up to LA Bandit, followed by Fear Nor. Meccano and Kingstown is next, and then Zamigo on the extreme outside. Our Mr. Kinman is a distant second last. Chanted, 200 to go, about a length. Kingstown in hot pursuit. Diabolical running a race, don't tell me, and here's Zamigo. Diabolical, Kingstown, Zamigo. Diabolical, Kingstown, Zamigo, and Hagman is flying on the inside. Hagman or Diabolical with Zamigo and Kingstown in a close finish for third. Then Ultimate Power followed home in the event by Lucky to Be, Chanted Stop to a Walk, followed by Fear Nor, LA Bandit, Ballata, Mac and Me, and Smart Version. Candy Tough Meccano ran second last of the main division. There now Mr. Kinman, and Truly Halo, something with him radically wrong, and he's finished about 300 metres from the second last horse. Well,
close go 9 Hagman if it gets it, 73.30 and 13.60. The other one 12 Diabolical, 10.90, 3.40. Those for third, 8 Zamigo, 2.80, or 6 Kingstown, 3.90.
It's been hard to follow. Kingstown and Zamigo were the others, 4 in line as they went across the line. Hagman and Diabolical. Let's have a look at the slow-mo and see what's got the stride in here. It's the ground shot which favours the inside horse, and that's Hagman. He looks as though he's just got there, Hagman. Yes, he's won it. Number 9 is first. That is Hagman, ridden by Alan Scourse. Number 9 has paid upwards of $84. In fact, it'll be $84. Oh, we can't help you with that. A way of taking them out of the frame. The STC AJC tote. Right. 8 Zamigo third, so the winner, upwards of $84, upwards of $16 the place. Diabolical, number 12, paid $3, and number 8, Zamigo, has paid $2.50. The winning margin, it was the barest, a nose, with a long head between second and third.
Force Toss seemed to just dip slightly away from the jump, and Ben's Rocket has dropped out to the back with Jiggabar and Silver Neon. Just Nelson ridden forward today. He's up on the outside of Invictane when they settle down from Italian Affair. They're followed right up on the inside by Ben's Rocket picking up ground, and he starts to burn through Ben's Rocket and strides out 2.5 lengths in front now from Invictane. The pace is keen. Italian Affair third, 1.5 Just Nelson fourth. A length further back in the race, Keelan. Then Blue Biscay, Force Toss from Silver Neon. Further back, Benari and Jiggabar last of all. Ben's Rocket carts them down the side at the 1100 by 2.5 to Invictane. Italian Affair is a half away third, 2 further back in the race, Just Nelson. Keelan inside it, Force Toss is tracking deep, and now pushing up on the inside is Silver Neon, 1 further back, Blue Biscay. Then Benari, and last of all, Jiggabar at the 800 metre mark, and Ben's Rocket out in front and putting on a decent sort of clip today. He's out by a good 2.5 to Invictane. On the outside, Italian Affair running third when they go to the 700. He's just niggling at him slightly, Italian Affair. 3 further back in the race, Keelan, Force Toss outside him. Silvernay under the fence, and further back, Bunari, Blue Biscay. Just Nelson lost his position, and Jiggabar last of all around the turn, and Ben's Rocket straightened up 2.5 in front of Italian Affair after him. Then Invictane, and further back in the race came Silver Neon. Back behind them, Bunari, and further back, Force Toss, but Ben's Rocket down to the 300 metre mark. He's put the pace on all the way. He's still 3 lengths in front of Italian Affair. Silver Neon getting up on the inside, running home well, then Bunari. But Ben's Rocket's got a big lead at the 100 metre mark. He's 3 in front of Silver Neon, Italian Affair, Bunari. But it's all Ben's Rocket all the way, and Ben's Rocket wins 3 lengths in the run home. Second home in the race would have been Silver Neon. Force Toss grabs third on the outside. Close up in the centre, Bunari from Italian Affair. Further back, Keelan, a gap in Invictane, Blue Biscay. Then Jiggabar, and the last one in of the main bunch is, yes, Just Nelson back at the tail.
And the winner, number 1, Ben's Rocket, 6.30 and 2.40 over 5 Silver Neon, $3, 2 Force Toss at $2.80.
1 Ben's Rocket, 7.30, 2.50. Number 5 Silver Neon to pay $2.70, and number 2 Force Toss to pay $3 with the daily double 2 and 1, $20.20. Here's Michael Heath, Canberra Racecourse.
Yes, horses are on the track.
Racing, staging began nicely off the inside gate. Forever Miss began okay, but then dropped back. So did Neartist. Out wide showing speed as Chase the Chicken. She's out of the pack and straight to the front. Staging into the box seat. Second on the inside of Graham's Choice. Followed by Sister Teresa, who's moving up quickly, but she's wide. Ganelda's just off the speed, 5th. Then Northern Paris. Forever Mist is kicking up on the inside. Quick Whiskey is trapped out deep. Neartist is next on the inside of Sea Whiz and stepping fast. Then Lumberjack, who's drifted back with Prima Ballerina. Stay Lucky is next on the inside. Lady improving in the centre, but giving the leaders a long start. And Jeu Divino is last of all. As they come down the side now, Chase the Chick at the 6.50 has raced away an 8.5 in front of Graham's Choice. Yorkie has the favourite beautifully placed. He's third over on the inside, staging. Followed by Ganelda, who's improving quickly, but a little bit deep. Sister Teresa in that bunch. Quick Whiskey is off the track. Forever Miss just behind them. Further back came the artist, and then Northern Paris and Stay Lucky. Heading for the judge now. 350 metres left to go. Chase the Chick Chick is the leader. She's off the rails now, the favourite Staging. She's moving up on the outside. He's gone for a full bore. She got away from Chase the Chick at Staging, a length and a half in front of Chase the Chick, followed by Ganelda and Forever Mist on the outside. But Staging, she slipped away with 100 metres to go. Yes, she's riding the Success Express and she's steaming to the line to win it easily. Staging first and a top filly. Ganelda second, and third home was Chase the Chick, followed in by Forever Mist, and then The Artist and Stay Lucky. Further back, Sister Teresa, then Lumberjack. Well back in the field was Sea Whiz, Lady Jeu de Vino, Graham's Choice, Quick Whiskey, Northern Paris, and the last two home were Stepping Fast and Prima Ballerina.
Number 8 Staging, 180 and 110. 14 Ganelda, 220. 15 Chase the Chick, $7.90.
8 Staging, 181 even. Number 14, Ganelda to return $2.10 and 15 for third Chase the Chick, a place dividend of $8.40.